UFC 264 just wrapped up, and what a crazy finish to the night. Welcome to my UFC 264 event recap, where I'll be going over the results, Twitter reactions, and post-fight interviews. Let's get right into it and start off with the bonuses. Performance of the night went to Tuivasa and Duplessis. Fight of the night went to Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho. The bonuses were increased to $75,000 for this event. Congrats to them. Now time for the main event. Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor via TKO doctor stoppage after Conor broke his shin, the lower tibia, as confirmed by Dana White. Conor will undergo surgery in the morning. Who knows how long he'll be out of action. Khabib tweeted this: "Good always defeats evil. Very happy for Dustin Poirier. I hope you will get the belt." John Jones tweeted, "Man, I wonder if he will ever fight again after this. Heal up, champ. This is terrible." Tony Ferguson tweeted, "Tough luck. Shit happens. Heal up." Derek Brunson, "Yikes, what a gross way to end the fight. Again." And finally, Daniel Cormier, "Crazy to think that at the end of the weigh-ins, Conor said Dustin would be taken out on a stretcher. And now Conor gets taken out on a stretcher. This game we play is crazy. Hats off to the Diamond of Lafayette." Now, speaking backstage, Dustin Poirier reiterates that he feels Conor broke his leg on a checked kick. Dustin also goes on to say that he did feel a little danger after Conor attempted a guillotine choke. Here's what he said.
I wish I could have got maybe a stoppage by strikes and stuff like that, but a win is a win. I felt like I was in control of the fight, and I feel like his leg is a result of a defensive, move, me checking it, kick. So I'm happy with the result. It's a 5-round fight. I don't believe Conor's a guy who can fight his way back up. Once things start going down, I think he's a little bit of a front runner, honestly. He's always dangerous. Maybe he can knock somebody out with a one shot later on in the fight. But I think if the fight continues to unfold, I don't think he's a guy who can put himself back on top. I think he breaks, and I felt it. I love it. I didn't think he was going to be close to submitting me when I felt his grip and just his body movement and positioning. But then when we hit the ground, I thought I had more space to clear his legs and keep myself safe, and the fence was right behind me. So I was like, oh no, I didn't realize the fence was that close when I jumped over, but it's all good. It's the fruit of my labor. I'm happy with the position I put myself in. I've been working so hard for so long, and I've been very dedicated and focused my whole career, but really these last few years. I feel like I'm coming into my own because I care less about all the noise around me surrounding fighting, and opinions and critics and MMA media can be a toxic place. Internet, can be. I got off of social media for the last month because of that, and I feel good. But Charles is a great champion. Paid his dues. We've both been in the UFC for a long time, and I've been watching him a long time, so it'll be a good fight.
And now, on to the boss, Dana White's reaction. Speaking at the post-fight presser, Dana says you can't have a fight finish that way, and he says that Conor will rematch Dustin somewhere down the line when he comes back. Here's what Dana said.
Yeah, these, second leg break, and the last 3 fights or something. It sucks. It's brutal. It's not the way you want to see fights end. So, Dustin Poirier will fight for the title, and Conor's healed and ready to go. You do the rematch, I guess. I don't know. Listen, the fight didn't get finished. You can't have a fight finished that way. So, we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Who knows how long Conor's out? So, Poirier will do his thing until Conor's ready.
Just from the punches that Dustin was landing, he landed a lot of big shots from the top, and then the left hand that knocked him down. Did you think Conor was in bad shape just from being buzzed?
I think he got he definitely was on the receiving end of some elbows and some punches, but that's part of the game. Everybody takes that. Well, he got back up on his feet and was throwing punches. His ankle snapped from throwing punches. He was fighting back. It wasn't like he was up against the cage and defenseless, and Dustin was on load.
Dustin landed a punch that knocked him down, and that's why his leg collapsed back on.
I don't know. Only Conor knows the answer to that question. But if his ankle doesn't break, I think we get to the end of the round and go to round.
What a crazy finish to the main event. Do you think Dustin versus Conor 4 will happen in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, in the co-main event, Gilbert Burns defeated Stephen Wonderboy Thompson via unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored a 29-28 for Gilbert Burns. Now, speaking backstage, Gilbert Burns breaks down his win over Wonderboy and says he beat a guy that everybody was afraid to fight. Gilbert also goes on to say that he will not pick any fights and will accept whoever is next in order to get back to a title shot. Here's what he said.
I feel very special, you know. That was a special moment, come back from a loss and beating a guy that a lot of guys couldn't beat and then execute. You know, we had a game plan with my whole team and we were able to get that, execute, and yeah, it felt good. It feels good right now. Yes, especially if I control myself, if I do control my emotions, and keep working hard. I believe I am the best guy. When I execute my game plan, when I'm disciplined, relaxed over there, I do believe I'm the best welterweight in the world. I was super ready for this fight. I brought karate guys. I got my guy Jason Jackson, helped me so much. Freaking great on takedown defense. As soon as I get a hold of him, 3 times, and I was able to take him down and control him. So yeah, I felt great. Great team, great preparation, discipline, and was able to execute a beautiful game plan. I think that put me right back in the for sure title contention. I do believe I need a little bit more work to do, but I'm right there. Not really. I think I'll be the next guy getting title shot. I think Kobe's the guy right now. I respect that. I don't agree, but I don't make the decisions. But I'm the next, and I'm gonna fight anyone. I'm not choosing. I want this guy. No, anyone that in the position for the title shot. Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, they all can get it. I'm not afraid of anyone. I want to fight every single one of these guys.
It was a very solid win for Burns, but it wasn't a fight that impressed Dana White. Speaking at the post-fight presser, Dana White says that it wasn't a good fight and goes on to say that Jorge Masvidal or Leon Edwards makes sense for Gilbert Burns next. Here's what he said.
What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, he won. I mean, what else is there to say about the fight? It wasn't a good fight, but he won.
He had 3 call-outs. He said Masvidal, Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz. You know, do any of those matchups stand out to you as one that makes sense for him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Edwards and Masvidal make more sense than Nate does, but I don't know. Right here, right now, it's the last thing I'm thinking about.
Next up, we got Sean O'Malley, who defeated Chris Moutinho via TKO in the 3rd round. Moutinho showed a lot of heart in this fight and made me a fan. Many other fighters were also impressed. Cowboy Cerrone tweeted, "Let's go Moutinho, that's how you fight." Justin Gaethje tweeted, "Herb Dean has to let the kid go for his money." Shaking my head. Daniel Cormier tweeted, "I would have loved to see him finish. One of the worst beatings I've ever seen, but man, kid fought with so much heart. He deserved to finish." Now speaking backstage, Sean O'Malley was impressed by Chris Moutinho and reveals that he was talking trash during the fight. Here's what he said.
Feels good, man. I've improved a lot, and you know, we're just gonna keep getting better. I didn't think he was gonna be that tough, honestly. I mean, 11 days notice. It was insane how many shots he could take. Probably gave him about a little bit of brain damage, honestly. He said, "You're tired?" I said, "Hell yeah." I said, "I'm a little bit tired," but I just kept punching him in the face. He hit me a couple times, but I mean, the ratio from me hitting him to him hitting me, like, you say whatever you want, I'm beating your ass. So yeah, I believe in my skills, and I'm gonna continue to get better. And you know, we can't say until it happens. So I got to get a big name fight and go out there and do what I do, and that's perform. Yeah, I think it was necessary for me to go out there and do that. I think if I put his lights out really fast, it wouldn't have been the same statement as what I did do. I really want to go back and rewatch it so then I kind of know what I'm talking about. But everyone keeps telling me she said I had one of the highest ratings, punch ratings in 3-round fight. So yeah, I thought it was a good statement to the division. Yeah, I'm on track for, you know, I have big dreams, and I've said this before I was in the UFC, before I was even in the Contender Series. I said I'm going to be a household name. I'm going to be Conor McGregor level. I'm going to be a superstar, and we're on pace for that. I'm 26 years old. I'm going to, you know, got 10 more years of this, so I'm definitely where I want to be.
Dana White had nothing but praise for Chris Moutinho. Speaking at the post-fight presser, Dana White says O'Malley did what he had to do and believes the fight should have been stopped 2 rounds earlier. Here's what he said.
Performance of the night, and then fight of the night was the O'Malley fight. You know, the kid comes in on short notice, wouldn't go away, trying to win, fought his ass off, and he deserves. And bonuses were $75,000. So congratulations to all of them.
And I did want to ask you about Sean O'Malley. So what did you think about him and kind of where he stands?
Yeah, listen, he did what he was supposed to do. He stayed on his feet, kept moving, hit the guy with tons of combinations, didn't gas out while doing it. I mean, he was looking at the clock a little bit there in the fight, but you know, when you're in there against a zombie, I can just imagine, you know, what it's like. So I thought he put on a good performance.
Did you agree with the stoppage in the O'Malley-Moutinho fight?
I think it could have been stopped 3 minutes before that. He could have stopped it in the 2nd round. He could have. That fight could have and should have been stopped at any moment. I had no problem with that stoppage. I mean, that guy took some serious punishment. We sent him right to the hospital. No stopping, no talking, no nothing. Right to the hospital.
Next on the main card, Tuivasa defeated Greg Hardy via knockout in the first round. After the fight, Tuivasa took several shoeies. One guy even mixed in Dustin Poirier's hot sauce with some beer, which caught Tuivasa off guard. Alexander Volkanovski celebrated Tuivasa's win by doing a shoey himself. Here's the clip.
Cheers, baby!
Now speaking at the post-fight press conference, Dana White reacts to Tuivasa doing shoeys, and he was asked if he would ever do one. Here's his response.
He's a fun heavyweight. He's a fun guy to watch, and you know, he's a fun guy in the octagon and out of the octagon.
Would you share a shoey with Ty?
If the world was on fire and everybody was dying of thirst, that's the last fucking thing I would ever do. Ever. But good for him. Not my thing.
Now for the final fight on the main card, Irene Aldana defeated Yana Kunitskaya via TKO in the first round. Speaking backstage, Dana White was impressed by Aldana's performance and will give out an extra $75,000 bonus just for her. Here's what he said.
I thought she looked incredible tonight. I thought she looked incredible tonight. I didn't see the fight ending like that, and I thought that was going to be a much tougher fight. She made it look easy. She didn't have a mark on her face. And yeah, this mic sucks. It's not me. No, she continues to get better in every performance, and I think tonight was a real coming out party for her, man. And to be honest with you, when I think about it, she should have been up for a performance. You know what? I'm going to give her some money. Thank you for bringing her up.
Yeah, of course.
But we're going to pay her some more money too. Remind me of that, because you know I'll forget.
That about wraps up the video for today. Stay tuned for more videos coming out later today. Have a great day and peace.